Hey guys, JoNay here. Welcome to day 2, flight 3 of the one-man army campaign I'm running. Okay, so sit rep. We're kind of getting our butts kicked here. You can't really see it too well on the map here. The DPRK comes in like waves and ebbs and flows. But basically, I've been taking a massive beating from their Air Force. Because most of the SAMs at the front line are all exhausted or critical for supplies. The only pockets where I still have like pretty good SAM coverage is down here and down in this corner. Everywhere else is pretty decimated, and a lot of my army bases now are at 0% or really getting hammered hard. And I feel like I've kind of neglected the importance of running OCA strikes on their bases in the early parts of this campaign. It's only midway through day 2. We're still right at the beginning of the campaign, but I feel like I've kind of gotten off to a rough start. And it's kind of like dogfighting, you know, any angles that you give your opponent before the merge, you're gonna be fighting to get those angles back for the rest of the fight. They're gonna haunt you. So I think I've got to prioritize taking out some of their Air Force bases, and it's as simple as that. So I've fragged a pretty complicated major offensive. It is a massive OCA strike consisting of 3 flights of B-2 or B-1 bombers escorted by me, and there's also a DAD of A-10s. So I'm just going to flick on the flight path lines and show you what we're doing. So the B1s are departing Fukuoka from staggered by 1 minute from 12:45, 12:46, and 12:47. We're going to rendezvous with them at Steer 4. Their Steer 4s are here, 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 and here. And they're set to arrive at 13:15, 13:16, and 13:17. Then we're all going to push north together, and they're going to hit these 3 bases. So this is a MiG-29 base here. That's Bone 1. It's going to be hitting the MiG-29 base. Lancer 2 is going to be going after Suwon, which is a MiG-21 base. And then Bone 3 is going to be hitting Kimpo, which is MiG-23 base. There's another MiG-23 base off to the northwest here, but it's just way too covered. We can't really get in there. I'm going to be escorting in the F-18. The reason why I'm taking the F-18 is for a couple of reasons, because it's the F-18's turn in the rotation as per the ROEs. I have to fly out of the Vince in this flight. But that works out for me because I don't think I would be able to escort effectively with an F-16. The F-16 is just going to be inadequate for my needs at this time. The F-18 is the only platform that gives me the ability to bring enough AMRAAMs to like even come close to covering these guys if the DPRK gets aggressive again. Like right now it looks like smooth sailing, but by the time we get out there, man, there might be 4 ships of MiG-29s and MiG-23s coming to intercept us. That's kind of what it was in the last flight, if you guys watched episode 5. So for loadout for myself, I've got the loadout that kind of mirrors that famous picture that everybody's seen on the internet. I'm going to have 9 AMRAAMs. I could have 10, but I want the targeting pod for sure, just so I can VID my targets. I don't want to waste any kind of AMRAAMs on attackers or bombers. I'm just going to save them strictly for fighters on this flight, I think, until the B1s are all clear. So I got 9 AMRAAMs, and then of course the obligatory sidewinders on the wingtips. So those are 9 X's. I've only got 1 centerline tank, which is going to make things really really tight for fuel. So like I said, they're getting here at 9:13, 9:14, and 9:15, I believe. So I'm going to arrive a little bit earlier than that at 12:55, so about 20 minutes, I think, before. And I'm going to be rendezvousing with a tanker, which is right over here. The tanker should be on station. Time on target is 12:55. So I'll have, if I get there at the same time as the tanker, I might even get there a little bit before, but, you know, obviously I can't refuel without the tanker there. So if I get there at the same time as the tanker, that gives me 20 minutes to get refueled and reorientated and hooked up with the B-1s and then push north with them. And then that is about 160 miles north. Hopefully I don't burn too much fuel doing that. And then I'll have a couple of minutes of playtime. Hopefully, you know, enough fuel and AMRAMs to cover the B-1s while they strike these air bases. I'd like to be able to strike these air bases myself, but if you've heard me in previous briefings, all 3 of these air bases are double runways, all 3 of them. So in order for me to successfully strike these things, I would need to bring like 4 big 2,000-pound bombs on each flight, and I'd have to hit 1 air base each day, and I just wouldn't have anything left for fuel or air-to-air weapons, and it would just be borderline impossible, and it would take me like a whole day to do it. So this is really the only way to do it. I've got to do it in just like one massive offensive, leave the OCA strike to the B-1s, and just try to protect them with as many AMRAMs as I can carry. If we can take out these bases successfully, I think that'll really alleviate a lot of the pressure on our side of the flot. At that point, the only thing coming across will be Su-25 flights and IL-28 flights, and then maybe MiG-23s coming from this far base over here. And then, yeah, there's another MiG-21 base over here actually as well. But I can get to those a little bit later. I can deal with those a little bit later. I've got to relieve the main pressure that's coming from over here. And then I can start properly supporting like CAS flights along the flot and clearing the way for my troops to kind of push forward and give everybody a chance to, you know, regather their morale, their fatigue, and their supply. The one kind of hiccup in this plan is I successfully seeded the whole flot, but I didn't really go this deep. So there is a SA-3, which is right at Seoul International, which is where the MiG-29s are coming out of. And there's also an SA-2 site off to the northeast of it, so it's within the threat ring. Now, I'm not going to be pushing that far north. I'm probably going to be hanging out around here, defending everybody from a little bit south of the target steer points. But I'm worried about the B-1 that has to go in on Seoul. It's probably going to get engaged. So I kind of played with the idea of taking some harms out there. But if I do that, it just takes away too many missiles. I could take 2 harms out there, but then I'm down to 5 AMRAMs. 5 AMRAMs might be enough. It might be more than enough if the DPRK, you know, don't really do much, or if the B-1s drop bombs before anybody has a chance to scramble. But I just don't know if that's going to happen. So I don't want to take that chance. But it's kind of like a catch-22. Either I don't take the chance there and I take the chance with an A-10 flight seeding, or I make sure the seed is done properly, but I take less air-to-air missiles. I've chosen to take more air-to-air missiles. We're going to roll the dice with the A-10s. I've set them to ace, so they should be like pretty competent pilots. And I don't have a ton of experience with like fragging A-10 flights. But what I did was I fragged them as a deed. Their primary target is this SA-3 site. At the target, I set it as action strike instead of ground attack. And then I went into the 242nd Air Defense Battalion. I chose the low blow and assigned it. And it doesn't come up in the list, unfortunately. But the squadron itself does. So I don't know. I'm hoping that you know, exact steer point data is in there. And then I did the exact same thing for this steer point. It used to be a nav steer point that was over here, but I changed it to a target steer point. And then I signed it the 433rd Air Defense Battalion, which is over there, the fan song more specifically. So I don't know what the A-10s are going to do. I'm really hoping that they travel here, neuter this SA-3 site, and then come over here, take out this SA-2 site. They are stationed to do that 5 minutes before Bone gets there. Bone is going to be on station at 12:30. Bull is stationed to be there at 12:25. So I'm giving them 5 minutes to do their seed. It should all be like pretty coordinated. I wish I could add another A10 flight, but there's a maximum number of flights that you can put in a package, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can't add any more A10 flights. So the A10 flights to ship all the B-1 flights, which are coming out of Fukuoka. They are all 2 ships, and of course I'm a 1 ship coming out of the Vince. So that's pretty much it, man. I feel like a lot is riding on this one. I've really got to take out these air bases if I want to start turning the tide in this campaign. It's as simple as that. All right, so that's it for the briefing. We'll see you guys in the pit. Oh, it's actually been kind of tough to find times to fly lately. I had kind of just like social life stuff, and then all today I really wanted to fly, but it's hot as balls in my apartment. It's so hot. So I have to have my windows open. All my kind of balcony doors and windows are just kind of wide open. And there's this construction going on just like right on the street that I kind of live on. It's been going on for weeks. I don't know what they're doing there, digging a hole to China or something. But it is just constant, right from like early in the morning too. I don't know why they start so goddamn early. They've been starting at 6 or 7 a.m. every day for the past few weeks, whether it's a weekend or a weekday. It is seriously just driving me crazy. I can't wait until they're done doing whatever they're doing. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to fly and have all this like construction sounds, coming through on the video. I guarantee it would. So the construction finally stopped because I think it's, what is it, about 4 o'clock now? Just a little bit before 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's kind of when they calm down every day, I guess. And this is really my only window today because in just 2 hours I got to go out and do something, and then I have company coming over later. It's ridiculous. All busy all day tomorrow. Back at work on Monday. Okay, what's going on here? I clicked that, right? Getting like no power to the HSD. Why is that all off? Oh yeah, stupid. Okay. Haven't flown in a while, guys. Sorry. Alright, let's clear some faults. Marshall, Sting 1 checking in uniform, requesting QNH.
Sting 13059.
3059, Sting 1. Yep, that looks right. Okay, so we don't have any air-to-ground stuff to set up. We'll just set up the TGP for air-to-air and for nav. Good. Set the usual Joker, which will be 10.7 in the F-18. And let's get the consoles on. Which dial is that again? God, I forget already. That's flood consoles. All right. Radar is timed out. Good. Override it for now. Check the INS. Yeah, we're good to go. Flight plan looks good. That dotted line represents the path from Fukuoka. What is up with my cursor now? Come on. Why is it doing that? Just started slewing left. I don't like that. And yeah, that's the path the tanker and bombers are going to be taking. All right, I think we're ready to go. Marshall, Sting 1, ready to move to Mount 1 for departure.
Sting 1-1, ready for departure. Taxi. Hold short.
That's cool. So we're on a heading of kind of southwest here. South by southwest, which is pretty good for a flight plan. There we go. It's like, is it not going to hook in or what? We'll go flaps to full again just to be safe, because sometimes half flaps just not enough. And I forgot to really compare the gross weight of this compared to like air-to-ground loadouts. We're loaded up with slammers. You can see we're just like an absolute missile boat with 9 of them in a centerline tank. Sting 1, good tension, good power, salute.
Sting
Gear up.
1-1, resume on navigation.
Out of burn at 300. Back left to heading 190. And we'll just climb up to about 500 feet here. And we'll steady up. Wait till we're about 7 miles, and we'll start navigating. And there's 7. All right, right to steer 2, mill power. And as usual, set a steer point select and an attitude hold in the climb here. We'll just climb at about 350 knots. Okay, 85 miles out steer 2. What's the cruise altitude for this kind of a loadout? Very curious. Angels 20. 20 or 21. Decent speed in this climb at just over 10 degrees. Dropping slightly though. Yeah, it's come down to about 7 degrees. And that volume is entirely too loud. Now too quiet. So, picking up mud pee off the nose. And we'll bring it down to about 5 degrees now. And start fencing in.
Century 1, radar contact bullseye, 115, 100 miles, 17,000.
It's about 60 miles off to my 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock or so. Sentry Sting 1, single ship F-18 Charlie departing from the Vinson, escort flight.
Century 1, Sting 1-1, request picture. Sting 1-1, Century 1, picture is multiple groups. Nearest hostile at bullseye, 115, 100 miles, 17,000. Century 1, radar contact bullseye, 115, 100 miles, 17,000.
Chalice Sting 1 copies all. Is that a threatening aircraft?
Century 1, Sting 1-1, request vector to threat. Sting 1, Century 1, nearest hostile, MiG-19, bullseye, 115, 120 miles, 17,000.
So MiG-19s, not really a threat. I'm going to completely disregard them for now. Let's come up to Angels 2-1. Just came up through 2-0. And we'll nose over here. And we'll set an altitude hold. Let's check our ETA. Desired time on station is 12:44. ETA is 12:32, so we're way ahead of schedule by about 12 minutes.
Century 1, radar contact bullseye, 120, 120 miles, 17,000.
That's just a little too loud. Okay, let's go radar active here. What is up with my mini stick cursor? I don't like that at all. This is definitely a friendly aircraft. I'll go for IFF here.
Century 1-1, ready flight.
So that's Sentry. So Sentry's already on station. I think that's a different... I think I'm going to have another Sentry up later, though, that's going to kind of post up right around here near the tanker track. Look at my mini stick. That is ridiculous. I'm so pissed right now. It's never done that before. There's a different one that's going to post up over here. Hopefully it's going to be close enough to the action steer points to give us some good updated, radar contacts. I'm going to need as much information as possible when I'm actually like performing escort over the OCA strikes. Okay, let's get some ACMI going. We'll do a flare check.
Chaff, flare,
Chaff check.
chaff, flare.
And jammer check. All good. Alright, Patriots are making some sounds. Probably shooting at the MiG-19s.
Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye, 170, 50 miles, 16,000.
170. Let's say like 50 miles, 60 miles. That's completely no factor. Yeah, I'm gonna have to maybe set some more dead zones for my mini stick because it just keeps like wandering left on me. Yeah, we'll have to take a look at that. So got an active hawk to our 3 o'clock as well.
Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye, 140, 50 miles, 22,000.
Alright, let's go ahead and set up the day link. So we're flight 4-1. And we're going to put 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, and 5-1 into the second column. So 5-1 is the A-10, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1 are the B-1 flights. I wonder if the tanker's departed yet. I think it has. Sentry Sting 1, can I get a vector to the tanker? Whoops. Whoops again. There we go.
Sentry 1, Sting 1-1, request vector to tanker. Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye, 140, 50 miles, 22,000. Sting 1, Sentry 1, tanker, NT 1, bullseye, 135, 240 miles. Deck-end channel, Big 3, Yankee.
I think they said 6-3 Yankee. Yep, so 70 miles kind of off to our 8 o'clock or so. Let's come left and see if we can see it. Might as well give it some half cap to its station. It's not like we need to be there before it does.
Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye, 140, 60 miles, 22,000.
Not concerned with that. Okay. That is the tanker there, I believe. Let's fly the intercept.
Bingo, bingo.
And we'll give it some half cap to its tanker track. And we are jokers, so I'm going to reset to 5.4.
Sentry 1, radar
2 miles
contact
back.
bullseye, 145, 80 miles, 22,000. Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye, 215, 100 miles.
1.5.
22,000.
And 1 mile. 4,500 feet. 3,000 feet. $2,000. $1,500. And it's going sub 300.
Sentry 1, radar contact bullseye, 145, 100 miles. 22,000.
Canteen Sting 1 forming up left wing for half cap.
Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye, 220, 100 miles. 22,000.
Right around 275.
Sentry
Somebody is texting me. Hang on.
contact bullseye, 145, 100 miles. 22,000.
Canteen Sting 1, I'm going to alternate to your right side.
Chalice 1, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity detected. Bullseye, 265, 80 miles. Sentry 1, radar contact bullseye, 145, 100 miles. 22,000. Chalice 1, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity detected. Bullseye, 265, 60 miles.
All right, switch to steer 3. 92 miles out. It's going to be a long stretch, boys. About 10 miles out.
Sentry 1, radar contact bullseye, 125, miles.
Canteen Sting 1, going to alternate to your left wing.
Chalice 1, be advised. Enemy aircraft launch activity detected. Bullseye, 270, 50 miles.
So it's just getting set up kind of to fence out and prep for air-to-air refueling here. Should be pretty close to the tanker track. I anticipate he's going to turn right. I guess I shouldn't assume anything, huh? If he turns left, we're going to have to do like a major evasive maneuver. Got a Patriot to our 3 o'clock doing something. And yeah, I got data from the A-10s just departing from Kunsan.
Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye, 175, 50 miles, 25,000. Sentry 1, radar contact bullseye, 120, 140 miles, 25,000.
Ooh. Was a left-hand turn. Canteen, Sting 1, can we get a little bit of refueling?
Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye, 170, 50 miles. Canteen 1-1, Sting 1-1. Request clearance to refuel. Sting 1-1, Canteen 1-1. Copied. Sting 1-1, Canteen 1-1. You are cleared to pre-contact position. Sunrise.
Copy, Sting 1 moving to pre-contact. Alright, where's my fuel probe?
Sentry 1, radar contact
Where is it?
bullseye, 150,
Here.
80 miles, 22,000.
Ugh. Forgot where the button was, boys. Oh boy, I'm all over the place. Okay, you should be accelerating, yeah, to 300. And we'll just settle in behind and wait for him to clear us to contact. Jesus, I feel like I'm all over the place here. Yeah, I feel turbulence or something. I'm probably just in the jet wash, that's why. Feels like he's going more like 310 than 300.
Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye, 315, 80 miles, 20,000. Sting 1-1, Canteen 1-1. Cleared to contact position.
Canteen, Sting 1, copy, moving to contact position.
Sentry 1, radar contact
Jesus.
bullseye, 125, 120 miles, 17,000. Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye, 315, 60 miles, 20,000. Contact.
Sting 1, good flow.
Sentry 1, bullseye, 125, 140 miles, 17,000.
That was a really dirty approach.
Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye, 180, 50 miles, 16,000.
Ooh. Really hard to see the lights, the directional lights in the F-18. They're further away than in the F-16. So I kind of watch the compression of the boom almost as much as the lights. I kind of watch it just in the corner of my eye, and I'm focused really on the lights. But I also watch that compression of the boom as just kind of like an aid, visual aid. All right, disconnect.
1-1, canteen, 1-1. Heads up, Taker is entering turn. Disconnect.
Canteen 1, Sting 1, disconnect. Thanks for the gas.
285, 80 miles, 25,000. Canteen, 1-1. Topped off and ready to go. Roger.
All right, let's get ready to rock here. We are fenced in,
Sentry 1, radar contact.
weapons hot.
160, 80 miles, 17,000.
And still no data on those bombers yet. Why are the A-10s so low? 6,000 feet.
Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye, 285, 100 miles, 25,000.
Sentry Sting 1 checking in for escort duty. We're at bullseye 176 for more than 100. Can I get a vector threat?
Sentry 1, Sting 1, request vector to threat. Sting 1, Sentry 1, nearest hostile, MiG-23, bullseye, 150, 120 miles, 22,000. Sentry 1, radar contact bullseye, 155, 80 miles, 17,000.
Okay, we got the bombers on data. 150, 120 miles. It's actually sort of close to the B-1s. Yep, and there's the jammers. Alright, so we'll push out at mill power and try to intercept the B-1s. I think they'll be okay. We got a Patriot going active in that direction as well.
Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye, 290, 100 miles.
Yeah, the B-1s are cruising along pretty good, 450 knots. Is that a MiG-23, really? I picked it up at 60 miles. Sentry 1, Sting 1 declare 152, 129, 22,000.
Sentry 1, Sting 1-1, declare. Sentry 1, radar contact bullseye, 125, 160 miles, 17,000. Sting 1-1, Sentry 1, contact confirmed hostile. Agreed is MiG-23.
Yeah, so those are the MiG-23s. That's kind of crazy. I can pick them up at 60 miles. +1 for the F-18 radar.
Bull 1-1. Commencing attack. Chalice 1. Radar contact.
Bull is already commencing an attack. Okay, I didn't know. Not watching the clock. And just as soon as I was going to give up on these MiG-23s, they're kind of turning into sort of like a threatening angle now. Yeah. Okay. Alright, I'm going to let those MiGs go. I really want to kind of give the A-10s proper cover. I don't even have data on them anymore.
Chalice 1. Be advised. Enemy aircraft launch activity detected. Bullseye 220. 15 miles.
I believe these are the MiG-23s. 26,000? No, that's got to be Sentry. Oh, that's not good. Sentry, Sting 1 declare 151-103-16,000.
Sentry 1. Sting 1-1. Declare. Chalice 1. Radar contact. Bullseye 300. 100 miles. 25,000. Sting 1-1. Sentry 1. Contact confirmed hostile. ID to Su-25.
Oh, they're just Su-25s. Okay, we're going to disregard them. Sentry declare contact bullseye 155-116-26,000.
Sentry 1. Sting 1-1. Declare. Sting 1-1. Sentry 1. Contact confirmed hostile. ID to MiG-23.
So this is the MiG-23s 30 miles out. Looks like a singleton to me.
Chalice 1. Radar contact. Bullseye 295. 100 miles.
It's currently flowing away from us, heading 330. You got multiple jamming contacts to the north. I'm worried about those A-10s. I don't think I gave them good enough cover. Why am I getting a Nails 2-3 when they are kind of like pointed out cold from me? Just how large is the azimuth of their radar? Okay, there's another one. He's locking me up. Sentry Sting 1 committing MiG-23 bullseye 160-117-22,000.
Chalice 1. Radar contact. Bullseye 30.
Fox 3.
1. Fox 3 medium. 1. Pitbull.
Splash. I hate leaving those Su-25s untouched, but I just can't deal with them right now. Sentry, Sting 1, Grand Slam, 1 times MiG-23, bullseye, 159, 112.
120, 100 miles, 18,000. Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye, 300, 120 miles, 18,000.
We're going to come northwest. Heading 315. I think that's the other MiG-23. Oh, look at that. I actually do have a tally on it. Yep. Is he coming around hot? For real? Oh, you're kidding me. You want to fight, buddy? Can I outstick you by miles? Sentry Sting 1, committing 1 ship MiG-23, bullseye 162-086, 24,000. He's hot on me, 17 miles.
Sentry 1, radar contact bullseye, 120, 100 miles, 18,000.
Give him a taste of what his wingman got.
Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye, 305.
Fox 3.
1, Fox 3 medium. 1, Pitbull.
Sting 1, Grand Slam, MiG-23, bullseye 163-092. I think those are the A-10s right there. What is this? Sentry Sting 1, declare 203076. Disregard, lost bug. Declare 202075 20,000.
Chalice 1, Sentry
Shit.
1, Sting 1-1, declare. Sting 1, Sentry 1, I don't have anything right now.
Sting 1. Okay, multiple contacts out here.
Contact bullseye, 125, 120 miles.
Luckily they don't look like they're on the A-10s.
Sunrise.
Yeah, they look like they're escort flight for another group of Su-25s or something at Angels 17. Sentry Sting 1, declare 153-052 25,000.
Sentry 1, Sting 1-1, declare. Bull 1, Sentry 1, be advised, threat aircraft bullseye 205, 50 miles, 6,000. Sting 1-1, Sentry 1, contact confirmed hostile. ID is MiG-29.
Those are MiG-29s.
Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye 300, 120 miles.
I think I'm just gonna try to steer clear of them.
Sentry 1, radar contact bullseye 120, 120 miles, 18,000.
Okay, so that is interesting. Okay, so the A-10s are up at 20,000 feet. What are these? Sentry Sting 1, declare bullseye 193-047 16,000.
Sentry 1, Sting 1-1, declare. Sting 1-1, Sentry 1, contact confirmed hostile. ID is MiG-19.
MiG-19s.
1, Sentry 1, be advised, threat aircraft bullseye 205, 60 miles, 6,000.
205, 60 miles.
Radar contact bullseye. 295, 120 miles. 18,000.
That's the A-10's position. That's weird. It's really weird. I don't think the MiG-19s are going to go after the A-10. I thought they were like an attack squadron. I don't really want to waste AMRAAMs on MiG-19s.
Bull 1, Sentry 1, be advised. Threat aircraft bullseye 205, 60 miles. 6,000. Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye. 295, 100 miles. 18,000.
I don't see anything at that location.
Sentry 1, radar contact bullseye. 110, 100 miles. 26,000.
Got Mud A at 1 o'clock. As well as an SA-5? That better be like way off in the north or something. I hope that one of those SA-5s from day one didn't get repaired.
At target, bullseye 265, 25 miles. Bull 1, Sentry 1, be advised. Threat aircraft bearing 310, 20 miles. 6,000.
I don't have anything at 6,000.
Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye. 125, 140 miles. 25,000.
These MiG-19s are super close to the A-10s, but they don't seem to be like... They're not on like a heading to intercept them or engage them. I'm gonna go music off just to see if one of these SA-5s shoot at me.
Bull 1, Sentry 1, be advised. Threat aircraft bullseye 215, 40 miles. 16,000.
Yeah, okay, now it's telling Bull about the MiG-19s.
100 miles. 18,000.
I've kind of created a problem for myself now because if I pickle on the MiG-19s, there's a good chance that I could get Pitbull on the A-10s instead. They're that close.
17,000.
But I really don't think they're engaging. I think that it's just like coincidentally crossing paths with the A-10s. I really don't think they're engaging.
Bull 1, Sentry 1, be advised. Threat aircraft bearing 345, 25 miles. 16,000.
See? They're all like on a different trajectory. Yeah, I think they're just disregarding those A-10s.
Chalice 1, radar
I got Nails 2-9 in that direction.
80 miles. 17,000. Cruiser.
Could be scrambling.
Bull 1, Sentry 1, be advised. Threat aircraft bearing 340, 15 miles. 16,000. Cruiser.
Nails 2-9 in that direction. Where are they?
Cruiser.
There they are.
Cruiser. Cruiser.
He's gone.
Cruiser.
Sting 1 committing 2 ship MiG-29s. Bullseye 229061.
Cruiser. Cruiser. Sentry 1. 1. Fox 3 medium. 1. Fox 3 medium. 1. Pitbull. 1. Pitbull. Cruiser. Chalice 1. Radar contact.
Lost lock.
150, 100 miles. 25,000. Cruiser.
Splash 1, splash 2. Grand Slam 2 times MiG-29s. Bullseye 227065.
Bullseye 220, 25 miles. 11,000.
5 AMRAAMs left. The bombers haven't even gotten here yet.
Lone 1, Sentry 1. Be advised, threat aircraft bearing 145, 20 miles. Rifle.
Sentry, Sting 1, declare 285070 18,000.
Sentry 1, Sting 1-1. Declare. Rifle. Sting 1-1, Sentry 1. Contact confirmed hostile. Agreed at Su-25.
Oh, it's Su-25. I don't care.
1, Sentry 1. Be advised, threat aircraft bullseye 230, 25 miles. 8,000. Sentry 1, radar contact bullseye 120, 120 miles. 25,000.
Okay, we got contact of the A-10s. I think I'm going to pitch up and circle around a little bit.
Be advised, threat aircraft bullseye 205, 60 miles. 6,000. Chalice 1, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity detected. Bullseye 220, 160 miles.
Okay.
Lancer 2, Sentry 1.
So we're going to push back a little bit towards the B-1s now.
205, 60 miles. 5,000. Bull 1, Sentry 1. Be advised, threat aircraft bullseye 235, 30 miles. 6,000. Rifle. 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 Chalice 1, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity detected. Bullseye 300, 140 miles.
300, 140 miles. That's got to be that other MiG-23 base
Sentry 1, be advised, threat
further off to the northwest.
245, 30 miles. 5,000. Lancer 2, Sentry 1, be advised, threat aircraft bullseye 205, 60 miles. 6,000. Lone 3, Sentry 1, be advised, threat aircraft bullseye 205, 60 miles. 5,000.
That's like right where they are, but down at 5,000. I don't know. I think that's like a phantom contact or something. I don't see anything down there. Sentry was calling the same thing for the A-10s.
Bull 1, 1. Engage. MiG-21s. Bullseye 250, 30 miles. 5,000.
250, 30 miles. MiG-21s, so I think they're just scrambling.
Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye 2000.
Yep, there they are.
Sentry 1, B-5, twin aircraft, bullseye, 255, 30 miles, 5,000. Sentry 1, radar contact, bullseye, 150, 100 miles, 18,000.
They're like really close to the A-10s.
Sentry 1, be advised, threat aircraft bearing 150, 25 miles, 5,000.
I gotta be careful about putting an AMRAAM off in that direction. Been no SA-3 launches yet. Just a one ship, really?
Dallas 1, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity detected, bullseye, 360, 60 miles. Lone 1, Sentry 1, be advised, threat aircraft, bullseye, 260, 35 miles.
I'm on it.
4,000. Lone 1, attack target, bullseye, 265, 25 miles.
Sentry 1, Sting 1 committing, bullseye 259, 035, 03000.
260, 35 miles, 4,000. Lancer 2, attack target at bearing 015, 15 miles. Lone 3, Sentry 1, be advised, threat aircraft bullseye 205, 60 miles, 6,000. GBU released. GBU released. GBU released.
Box 3.
1, Box 3 medium. Chalice 1, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity detected, bullseye 005, 60 miles. Bull 1,
It is a two ship,
1, be advised, threat aircraft bearing 360, 15
I believe. Maybe not.
1, Pitbull. Lone 1, Sentry 1, be advised, threat aircraft bearing 360, 15 miles, 2,000. Sentry 1, radar contact bullseye, 120, 140 miles, 25,000.
5 seconds.
GBU released.
This will be a hit. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, it missed?
Bone 1-1, direct hit. Bone.
Oh, there it is.
1,
Wow.
hit.
That was a late splash.
Lancer 2, Sentry 1, be advised, threat aircraft bearing 350, 10 miles, 18,000. Bull 1, Sentry 1, be advised, threat aircraft bearing 010, 5 miles, 1,000. Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye, 070, 80 miles, 19,000.
Man, I'm getting a crappy frame rate. 30 frames.
Lancer 2-2, direct hit. Lancer 2-2, direct hit.
Oh, look at that. Kaboom. Sentry, Sting 1, request vector to nearest threat.
Sentry 1, Sting 1-1, request vector to threat. Sting 1, Sentry 1, nearest hostile, MiG-19s, 4-ship, bullseye, 270, 80 miles, 19,000.
Yes. That's no factor, and they're just
Lone 3,
MiG-19s.
Sentry 1, be advised, threat aircraft bearing 070, 10 miles, 20,000.
Okay, well, what is that then? 070, 10 miles.
Chalice 1, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity detected, bullseye, 095, 15 miles. Lancer 2, Sentry 1, be advised, threat aircraft bearing 085, 15 miles, 18,000.
Sentry, Sting 1, declare contacts 244-033-20,000.
Sentry 1, Sting 1-1, declare.
Those Q5s.
Sting 1-1, Sentry 1, contact confirmed hostile. Need is Q5.
Yeah, no factor.
Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye, 160, 40 miles, 26,000. Lone 3, attack target at bearing 340, 20 miles. Lancer 2, Sentry 1, be advised, threat aircraft bearing 135, 15 miles, 19,000.
Sentry Sting 1, bogey dope.
Sentry 1, Sting 1-1, request vector to threat. Sting 1, Sentry 1, nearest hostile, MiG-19s, 4-ship, bullseye, 275, 80 miles, 19,000. Lone 1, Sentry 1, be advised, threat aircraft bullseye, 185, 35 miles. GBU released.
Yeah, I think it's just MiG-19s it sounds like is up, which is really no factor. Let's get the binoculars there.
Radar contact bullseye, 165, 40 miles, 26,000.
Nice. Whoa, am I getting...
Chaff. Flare.
I saw some flashes. Was that flak or something?
Chaff. Flare.
Yep. I
Chaff.
think I'm in flak.
Flare. Chaff. Flare. Chaff. Flare. Chaff. Chaff. Flare.
Lone 3-1, direct.
Chaff. Flare. Chaff. Flare.
Sentry 1, be advised, threat aircraft bullseye, 215, 35 miles, 19,000.
Chaff. Flare. Chaff.
This frame rate is
Flare.
ridiculous.
Bingo. Bingo. Chaff. Flare.
Bingo fuel. Still in flak, I think.
Lone 9, we are heading home. Lone 1, Sentry 1, be advised, threat aircraft bullseye, 205, 35 miles, 19,000. Sentry 1, radar contact bullseye, 120, 140 miles, 25,000.
I think those are the Q5s.
Contact bullseye, 200,
What are those, though?
19,000.
Sentry Sting 1, declare bullseye 174-024, 25,000.
Sentry 1, Sting 1-1, declare. Sting 1-1, Sentry 1, contact confirmed hostile.
MiG-29s.
Airman down, bullseye, 275, 35
God damn
miles.
it.
Set rest cap here. Mayday, airman down, bullseye, 275, 35 miles. Bull 1, Bull 1-1, engage, MiG-29s, bullseye, 185, 20 miles, 26,000.
I don't know who we lost. Where are these MiG-29s? There they are.
Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye, 190, 40 miles, 19,000. Sentry 1, radar contact
Gotta watch the fuel. I'm down to 4.3.
40 miles, 25,000.
He's gone. Sting 1 committing 4-ship MiG-29s, bullseye 203-018, 21,000.
Bull 1, Bull 1, Fox 3 medium. 1, Fox 3 medium. 1, Fox 3. Bull 1, Fox 3
Chaff. Flare. Chaff. Flare.
1, hit Bull.
Okay, I got 4 missiles outbound on all of them.
1, hit bull. 1, hit bull. Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye. 300, 140 miles, 15,000. Sentry 1, radar contact bullseye.
Splash 1.
140 miles.
I think I damaged this one. Splash 2.
Bull 1, bull 1-1. Engage. Target bearing 080, 10 miles, 13,000. Mayday, airman down. Bullseye 260, 30 miles. Bull
Lock.
Bull 1-1. Engage. Target bearing 060, 10 miles.
It's a MiG-21.
Bull 1-1. Engage. Target bearing 22.
Chaff. Flare.
Splash.
Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye. 300, 140 miles, 15,000. Radar contact bullseye. 120, 140
I got a guy on my tail here.
Chaff. Flare. Chaff. Flare.
Wow. Just dodged a heater. Lost tally. I see him.
Bull 1-1. Engage.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
1 mile, 5,000. Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye. 300, 160 miles, 15,000. Radar contact bullseye. 120, 140 miles, 25,000. Bull 1-1. Engage. Target bearing 270, 1 mile, 2,000.
Oh boy, I'm way too low here.
Altitude. Altitude. Altitude.
We're
Altitude.
way beyond bingo fuel. Okay, let's come up. I'm going to try to push my way out to the tanker, see if I can get a second round of gas.
Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye.
We're down to 1 heater.
160 miles, 13,000.
I'm afraid we lost most of those B-1s. If not all of them. I only see the A-10s. Push back towards the tanker track here.
Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye. 305, 180 miles, 20,000.
Oh, jeez. 142 miles away.
Sentry 1, radar contact
Man, this could be close actually. I might have to look for an alternate instead of refuel. Come up to 32,000 feet, save some gas.
Dallas 1, radar contact bullseye, 305, 180 miles, 20,000. Sentry 1, radar contact bullseye, 120, 140 miles, 25,000.
Yeah, this is bad news. 1,500 pounds in an F-18 is kind of more like 1,000 in an F-16.
Dallas 1,
And I've got 128 miles to go just till I get to the tanker, and I still need fuel to actually form up and get contact at the boom. So I'm gonna get a lot slower now. I'm gonna set an altitude hold and try to conserve the fuel flow here. Canteen Sting 1, can I get another top up, please?
Canteen 1-1, Sting 1-1. Request clearance to refuel. Sting 1, Sentry 1, Tanker, Canteen 1, bearing 170, 10 miles. Scan channel at 3 Yankee. Chalice 1, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity.
Caution.
Bullseye, 3-1,
Caution.
100 miles.
Doesn't look like he's dropping his boom though. I wonder if you can only refuel once per flight.
Sentry 1, radar contact bullseye, 125, 200 miles, 25,000.
I need you to put the boom down, guy.
Chalice 1, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity detected. Bullseye, 310, 100 miles.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to give me gas.
Canteen 1-1, Sting 1-1. Request clearance to refuel. Sting 1-1, Canteen 1-1. Copy. Sting 1-1, Canteen 1-1. You are cleared to pre-contact.
Oh, okay, maybe.
Sentry 1.
I think the boom is still up though.
125, 200 miles, 25,000.
Pretty sure your boom is still up.
1, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity detected. Bullseye, 310, 100 miles.
There it is. Okay, it's coming down. Just going to go straight on in here. Canteen Sting 1 moving to pre-contact. Okay, we're half a mile out. third of a mile.
Sentry 1, radar contact bullseye, 125, 200 miles, 17,000.
$800 feet.
Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye, 305, 160 miles, 19,000.
Did he clear me to contact? Maybe I'll move to contact position here. No, I don't think so.
Canteen 1-1, Sting 1-1, stabilized and ready. Roger. Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye, 305, 160 miles, 19,000.
Maybe it is clearing me to contact.
Radar contact bullseye, 125, 200 miles, 17,000.
No, I don't think it's going to work. Hasn't cleared me to contact position yet.
Chalice 1, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity detected. Bullseye, 290, 80 miles. Sentry 1, radar contact bullseye, 125, 140 miles.
It does look like it's tracking me though. No, this thing is not going to work. Sentry, Sting 1, I'm going to need a vector to the nearest divert field.
Sentry 1, Sting 1-1, request vector to nearest landing field. Sting 1, Sentry 1, divert field available. Bullseye, 195, 140 miles.
Pretty sure that's Kunsan. Fuck.
Chalice 1, radar contact bullseye, 210, 80 miles, 5,000.
There's 60 pounds gas.
Sentry 1, radar contact bullseye, 125, 120 miles, 20,000. Sting 1-1, Canteen 1-1. Heads up, tanker is entering turn.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Canteen.
1-1, topped off and ready to go. Roger.
Yeah, I'm not going to make it, guys. Gonna need to land on a road or something, maybe. It's not very straight. It's not even a road, it's a riverbed. It's not a straight road. Need a highway or something. There we go. There's a highway.
Aircraft launch activity detected. Bullseye. 310, 80 miles. Sentry 1. Radar contact. Bullseye. 125, 120 miles. 20,000.
Oh boy. 22 pounds.
Altitude. Altitude.
Chalice 1. Be advised. Enemy aircraft launch activity detected. Bullseye. 310, 80 miles.
Sentry Sting 1 is making an emergency landing on a highway strip. Bullseye 197160.
Sentry 1. Radar contact. Bullseye. 125, 100 miles. 20,000.
Coming in pretty fast here. I'm about to go dead stick.
Altitude. Altitude. Warning, 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 warning.
Be advised. Enemy aircraft launch activity detected. Bullseye. 310, 80 miles.
It's not even a level road. Okay, come on down. Oh, shit, man. Oh, fuck these flaps. And we're down. Oh boy. It's the end of the road. Okay, well, we're down. Didn't lose the aircraft at least.
Sentry 1. Radar contact. Bullseye. 125, 100 miles. 20,000. Chalice.
Hey guys, we're finally at the debrief here. Got another medal for the logbook. Alright. 10 air-to-air kills. We lost Bone 3-1 and 3-2. So we lost 2 B-1s. They got some air-to-ground kills, though, before they got shot down. Let's see what got them. Bone 3-1 and 3-2. It doesn't even say what hit them. So we'll have to check the ACMI for that. Alright. Man, where's my data? That's weird. Alright, so we were striking Seoul. So the MiG-29 base now is 0% operational. That is awesome. Destroyed, destroyed, destroyed. Okay, so the MiG-29 base is down. That's huge. Alright, this was the MiG-21 base, I believe. Suwon, and it is also down to 0. So successful strike there. That's great. Okay. And the last one, MiG-23 base up here, which was Kimpo. Shit, still at 1 runway. So, left runway 04, what is that? Destroyed, destroyed. So it looks like one of their runways is down. Yeah. They got one of the runways. Destroyed, destroyed. How many runways are there? Yeah, okay. So we got the northern runway, not the southern one. Not bad. Okay, so we didn't get all 3 bases. But we did get 2 out of 3. That's not bad. Damn, I lost all my data. I'm going to have to go remark all of these air bases. This is another MiG-23 base out here. I think it's still down. Let's check it out. Yeah, it's still 0% operational. But they are repairing. They're in the process of repairing. So might have to hit that again. And yeah, like we said, Kimpo is still up, and then I believe this is a MiG-23 base over here as well, which we haven't even struck yet. But yeah, because it's still guarded. What about the SA-3s over here? Yeah, they successfully hit the SA-3 site, so that's good. Everything there is down. I don't think they even went to the SA-2 site. Yeah, it's like full. So they never even went there, even though I set it as a target steer point. Alrighty, well, let's do a little bit of ACMI review after this, and we'll see what happened. See you guys in a bit. Hey guys, JoNay here. Alright, let's do a little bit of ACMI analysis for Day 2, Flight 3. So this is me shortly after I've departed from Vincent. Just heading southwest. I decide to head back straight south, meet up with Canteen, get in nice and close, and I just kind of give him some half cap as we move west together. So you'll probably recognize kind of this area of the map from the last flight where we spent a lot of time traveling from west-east, escorting those A-10s. So we just flew ahead of him. This is Chalice moving to their station point somewhere over here. And then behind us, kind of just out of range of the ACMI right now, is Bone 1, Bone 3, and Lancer, just kind of en route. We're all going to rendezvous somewhere around here on the map. So I think I'm hooked up to Canteen right now. Yeah, getting fuel. There's Bull 1 and Bull 2 departing from Kunsan, which is right over here somewhere. So then I break off from Canteen. Here's Bone 1, Lancer, and Bone 3 heading west to meet up with us. That's when I get told of MiG-23 groups. It's like a 2-ship, but they're pretty widely spaced apart for some reason. They're getting shot at by Patriots and stuff, but I don't think any of the Patriots actually connect. That's kind of frustrating. So I engage the first MiG-23, splash him. There's 2 Su-25s behind him, which I'm obviously going to disregard because I need to save all my missiles for just fighters in this fight. The second MiG-23 comes at me in like kind of a suicidal move. I outstick him pretty easily. He goes down. So I head back. I think, yeah, sort of a northwest heading here. This is the group of MiG-29s which I caught off my right gimbal, and I decided to just kind of disregard. I had a feeling that, you know, their trajectory just didn't look like they were coming at me, and the fact that they were a 4-ship just kind of made me think that they were an escort for Q-5s or Su-25s, and I was exactly right. So I kind of figured that they would sort of ignore me. So kind of sucks because they probably did some major damage over here, but I just couldn't worry about that. This is the group of MiG-19s, which I picked up that were heading kind of directly for Bull 1. And I just wasn't like sure what to do about them. I was like, do I need to engage them or not? I'm not really sure. Because I'm pretty sure their squadron is actually an attack squadron. So I didn't think that they would engage the A-10s. I don't know, I just didn't want to waste 4 missiles on a couple of, MiG-19s, so I decided to just kind of like take the gamble and leave them alone. And coincidentally, like, they crossed paths almost exactly with the A-10s, just hilarious. And neither one of them bothered with each other, so that was great. Then we had 2 ship of MiG-29s that were coming at me from my 11 o'clock, which I picked up. Outstuck them with a double pickle of slammers. So that was 2 for 2. Yeah, they both went down. After that, I pushed north because I didn't want to abandon the A-10s, but I think I had actually lost track of them on the data link at this point. But it looks like they're actually engaging the SA-3s. So let's switch over to their view. Okay, so as usual, I think they engaged the SA-3 site from probably about 20 miles out. Let's see here. Where's the SA-3 site? Oh, there's so many things in this list. Sorry guys, it took me a while to find them in the asset list. So here they are. They are about 26 miles out from the SA-3 site when they start pickling their weapons. About 22 miles actually. So there goes the, as per the last attack, they release all the SDBs first. They fly ahead of them and release their Mavericks. Sorry guys, a noisy truck just drove by. Okay, so pickle off their weapons. And pretty good impacts there. They wipe out most everything. Where was the low blow? Yeah, I don't really see it. Anyway, you can see 2 MiG-29s there. This is actually the Seoul Airport, Seoul International or something. So the MiG-29s take active and taxi just as the bombs are coming in. Now those are just the bombs that were designated for the SA-3 site, not for the runway itself. Okay, so where am I in all this? Here I am. I'm kind of like circling back around after splashing the MiG-29s. I pick up tally of MiG-21, engage him. There were some SA-2 launches from the northeast at the A-10s. The A-10s evaded those. This guy got hit. I think he actually might have. Oh, those are SA-9s. Look at this. No, he didn't get hit. They missed. So SA-9's coming up from some mystery asset over here. They missed. So I've just splashed the MiG-21. I'm kind of just doing a flyby of one of the B-1 groups as they're pressing towards Kimpo. That's Bone 1. Nope. Bone 3? Yeah, Bone 3. So they're pressing north here. I'm not going to bother finding like the range to Kimpo. It's just taking me too long to find everything in the assets. So they launch their weapons. It looks like they're a lot closer than 20 miles to me. Some major drops of GBU 31s from both of them. Now, this is interesting. I think all their bombs go to the same runway. And right now you can see me dropping chaff and flares and pulling some hard maneuvers. That's because the flak is shooting at me. So there's some kind of AAA, all these KS-19s down here are firing AAA up at me. And yeah, you can see their bombs. I think they're all coming in on the southern runway. I'm still defending AAA. Yeah, all the bombs hit the same runway. Bone 3 and 3-1 and 3-2 are off right, and you can see them dropping chaff and flare, probably defending AAA as well. And then they are the two B-1s that I eventually lost. They both just kind of like vaporize right there. So everybody ejects. Pretty sure that they both just got hit by flak. You can't see it on ACMI, but there's really no other explanation. Okay, where are the other flights? I want to find Lancer. Alright, so this was Lancer. They're already off cold from their target. So they were in on Suwon. Suwon is the MiG-21 base. It looks like the first B-1 didn't even drop any weapons. The second dropped them all with a really tight ripple. Like, holy, that is a tight grouping. Lancer 2-1 didn't do anything. But luckily, Lancer 2-2 pickled bombs off on both runways. Unless I just looked at that wrong or something, but it looked like... Maybe I looked at it wrong. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see any bombs come off of Lancer 2-1. Lancer 2-2 does all the work, but smartly targets... Wow, he drops his bombs in a turn, too. Smartly targets both runways, so thank you to the pilots of Lancer 2-2 there. All right, let's check out Bone 1-1. Here, over here, they were attacking Seoul, the MiG-29 base. This is at the same time I was engaging that Singleton MiG-21. So they both deployed weapons. That A-10 is defending something hard. Oh, a bunch of those bombs completely missed. But a bunch hit as well, so both runways were taken out. That's good. Okay, so now we've lost two B-1s, and two of the B-1 flights are off heading... Looks like they're heading just line of sight, like straight back to their base, which is kind of off to the south east. I wish they would have followed the flight plan, but luckily I think they all made it safe. So I'm back out cold now after defending that AAA. Oh no, this is where I've turned in to try to watch. Is this Lancer? Bone 3, that's right. Okay, so this is where they get splashed by the AAA. I'm defending the AAA. And then that's where I get contact of a 4-ship group of MiG-29s. And I just used Twiz mode to pickle off 4 AMRAAMs simultaneously. And luckily I think they all home in pretty good here. So we're 20 miles out from them. And you'll be able to watch my radar lock jump as I shoot each missile. So that's 3 missiles out, 4 missiles out. And they get 1 off, but they only have semi-active radar homing missiles, not active like me. So they can't continue to support them after they start defending my shots, and their missiles just go ballistic. I just have superior tech, so even 1 versus 4 is kind of the advantage for me. And let's watch these missiles. This is cool. So the 4th impacts first, 2nd impacts next, then the 1st and the 3rd hit. 3 out of 4 of these guys were destroyed. 1 was just damaged. But I was too busy looking heads down, trying to get lock of the next guy and get TGP to VID these MiG-21s, that I didn't really look up out of my canopy to see like the easy kill opportunity of the MiG-29. Probably wouldn't have had enough fuel anyway. So I pick up that first MiG-21, pickle off one of my AIM-9Xs because I'm Winchester for long sticks at this point. Splash him. I have no idea where the second guy is, or if there is even a second guy. I think I pick him up on my RWR, I can't remember. Somehow I start like just getting the idea to look behind me, and I get pretty lucky and I see him like pretty quick. It's not usual for me to get tally that fast, but I see him, and I also see the missiles come off his rails. There's like 4 missile shots, I think. So there's 1, which I've defended. I think there's another. You can see me dropping flare. That guy almost hits me. Really close. I got about 500 knots in this dive, way too much speed. He's behind me. I've sort of lost tally temporarily, pitching up with all the energy I have, and I look behind me and catch a couple more missiles coming off the rails. So dumping pretty much all my flares, trying to beat them. You can still see that they're still on me, even after that hard turn. But they run out of energy and kind of detonate. You can actually see one of them detonate kind of pretty close to the MiG-21 itself as I'm looking over my shoulder in the actual footage. So I'm pretty sure he's out of missiles at this point. And he doesn't have the same energy or maneuverability to match me for too long, so I get in behind him and get a guns kill on him pretty quick. Snapshot missed, couldn't believe it. And then I get him there with a good tracking shot. And there's a 4-pack Q5s just above me and pretty close, but I'm pretty Winchester. I'm down to 1 AIM-9X and I'm so low on fuel. All I want to do is just get out of this area. I'm so low to the ground, I'm just worried about getting hit by a man-pad or something. But luckily, I'm in a pretty closed off area. If I was anywhere over here or anywhere over here, I probably would have bit the dust by some kind of IR-guided SAM. So I was pretty lucky. I climbed aggressively and just pushed south out towards the tanker track. I'm just trying to conserve gas as much as I can up at Angels 3-2. I catch Chalice there, but or Canteen I mean, but unfortunately Canteen just doesn't want to cooperate and doesn't want to give me gas. So I have to break off and just look for an alternate place to land. There's really nothing around me, so I land on a highway strip. And that's it. Okay, so pretty good mission actually. I'm a little bit disappointed that we didn't get all 3 bases, but we got 2.5. So that's a really huge success, actually. I shouldn't downplay it. It's a big success. It's going to open up a lot of room. It's going to make it easier for me to go in there, finish off that last base, which is Kimpo, I believe, MiG-23 base. I might even be able to take out the one, I forget what it's called, the one further to the northwest, and there's also another MiG-21 base, sort of a central map. If I can take out all those fighter bases and kind of stay on top of them and keeping them down, then it's going to make this a lot easier for me. I can save air-to-air missiles for, Q5 flights and IL-28s, and I can work on just shooting them down as targets of opportunity as I'm running like escorts for CAS or strikes on war production facilities or something. We'll see what happens in the future here, but I think that was a major victory for us. It's too bad we lost Bone 3-1 and 3-2, but there wasn't too much I could do. The AAA, I don't think it was showing on my map as a threat. I didn't know it was there, and even if it was, like, there's not too much you can do. You can take out the fire can, but the AAA can still shoot at you. It just has like a little bit less guidance. I might still have lost Bone 3-1 and 3-2, and there was definitely nothing I could really do for them in the mission other than fly back into the flak and try to just be a decoy for it. But it just, things happen way too fast. Your situational awareness is never good enough to kind of think of everything like that. You're trying to sort contacts and like figure out if you're needed somewhere else. So I don't know. I think I'm pretty happy with that flight. Yeah, I think it was a good one, and I look forward to the relief and pressure it's going to give me going forward in this campaign. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you for the next one.